I figured today I would go over the mechanical parts of my small homesteading operation. So the first thing that did come into the property was the barn. So I needed to figure out where to put the well and the electrical. Now the electrical box is over by the greenhouse, way over there. And the location of the house, I actually didn't know where I was going to put it. I thought I might put it over there or here or here. So I knew it was going to be on the left-hand side of the barn. So that means I had my well put underneath that rock. And the reason I chose that spot is, had I moved it further to be equal distance, I ran the chance of it being in the way of the driveway. So I didn't want that. So I put the well close to the barn, knowing I didn't have the house location nailed down, and I didn't want the well to be in the way of the barn. So that's why I chose that location. And then the electrical box, the outside meter, I put on the outside of the barn. And that was just pretty easy to know to put it there. I didn't want to have a well for the barn and the house and electrical meter for the house and the barn, because that's just extra money, costs more, and it's a tiny house and a tiny barn. I don't need that much power. So I put the electrical box here. Now what you have to know is that your smart meters, which I don't recommend, but I couldn't get an analog, emits EMFs. So I have this cage covering it to mitigate some of that, because I don't want my animals getting EMFs. I painted the whole unit black. I just spray painted it so it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb, and that's all you see is this big, two big ugly units here. So that's the other thing I did. Now let's go into the house. I actually knew I was going to have a hot tub, and I had them run the wire prior. So I have the power going to the hot tub, which now I'm not using because I have a wood stove hot tub. But, you don't know in the end what you're going to do. Okay, let's get inside to see what I did. Now for the electrical panel, my builder is the one who suggested that we put it over here. And that was because he felt it was centralized to the house. And I was happy with that decision because your electrical panel emits EMFs as well. So you don't want it in your bedroom. You don't want it in a room that you're close to, like you don't want to have a chair sitting here or something like that. And this is a perfect spot because no one's here. To mitigate the EMFs, I have this EMF blocking fabric. So I have that helping. So that's why I put the electrical panel. And then when designing your house, I have the two bathrooms right here and the one above stacked on top of each other. That way mitigating the plumbing. And I'm on a slab, so you just have plumbing here, and then you have it in the ceiling for the upstairs bathroom. And that is why this ceiling has sheetrock, whereas the bedroom ceiling does not have sheetrock, because I didn't have to deal with the plumbing. So I had to have the sheetrock to hide all the plumbing for the upstairs. And then I knew, I kept the kitchen on the right-hand side instead of the left-hand side again. So the plumbing line just had to run right straight through. The same thing with the mini split. I put the mini split there so you wouldn't see it. I mean, they're ugly, let's just face it. And that seems to be working. Now the heating and cooling guy did want to put a mini split upstairs in the loft, and I declined, knowing that it's heat rises, so you don't need heat up there. And in the cool days, I'll just be downstairs. And if I really, really felt like it needed AC up there, all I would do is put a air conditioner in the bathroom window. So I declined that. The other mini split is in the bedroom. So this mini split controls the bedroom, the closet area, and the bathroom. Now, having it directly here, it has a direct flow and it will heat the whole area. I didn't want it up high because I did not want it blowing on me. So I picked a floor unit, and I'm super happy with this. It's in a great location. It's not blowing on me. When I'm sleeping, it heats the whole room, and I can shut these 2 doors and make this room super cold or super hot according to what I'm feeling. And I can have a different temperature out there. So I basically have 2 zones. So this works out really well. I am on a slab and I have cathedral ceilings. So that really does make it difficult for plumbing and heating. And that's why I went with the mini split, because you don't need the ductwork. And that's why I put outlets on the floor, knowing that if people want to change things around, there's some more outlets already done. I have a gas stove, I have gas lights, and I have my waters heated with propane. So the propane tank is buried right here. Again, I put it close to the house. So short lines to all the things it needs to get to. So the wood stove is right there, well, the gas stove, and the gas lanterns are right there, and the radon heater, I don't know what they call them, instant hot rinnai system, is down over there. So it's very conveniently located close to the house, away from the driveway, you know, kind of in the way, and then not in the way. And then the septic bathrooms are right there. Right outside the bathroom is the septic, all the tank and stuff. And then the leach field, I actually had the leach field going way down over there. And that was because of the driveway and knowing I'm going to be doing gardening. And I just didn't want it in the way of worrying about trucks driving over it. So it's way down over there. But the here's the bathroom one here, bathroom right up there, and real close location that saves you lots of money. And here's a heating water system. I actually don't think it's ugly. So I was fine having it out here. They asked me, they said I could put it inside, and I was like, you know what? It's fine. Let's just put it out here. I think it's kind of nice. So it's a rinnai system. I'm very happy with it. So I don't have to deal with a tank taking up a whole bunch of space, and I have all the hot water I want, and I can take 2-hour showers if I so choose. So I love this system. It's well worth it. And we are in the south, so you can have it right outside, and it's perfectly fine. Now the condenser for the mini splits is in my garage. And the reason I put it in here was to, you know, it's ugly. But I also wanted to kind of protect it from the elements. So it's got the roof and it has plenty of room to breathe. And I wanted it up off the ground because I didn't want leaves and debris getting all caught into the fan and all around it. This way is up high, it's out of the way. So that worked out great, having the condenser out here. It's also, I have a firewall because of, this is technically a barn, and it's quiet. So the firewall makes the house quiet. I've got my walls are 6 inches thick with insulation, so I don't hear the condenser. And it's a little bit away from the window, so again, I don't hear it, which is great. I guess if I was smart, maybe I would have moved it further over here. But the bedroom's right here, and then straight across is the other one. I think that's why it's right there. It's a straight run.